Thank you guys, thank you, thank you. Guys, it's okay, thank you. Guys, if you're feeling truly blessed to be here this weekend in this amazing company, make some noise. This has been my home. Guys, we're good. Same song for tomorrow. Guys, this has been my home for the last 6 years. If it's up to me, it's gonna be my home till the wheels freaking fall off. I truly love this company. And another thing that I love is what we're gonna do right now. In conventions, the favorite sessions for me personally are the panels, okay? And the most exciting panels, at least for me, is a rising star panel. These are the next superstars in this company. These are the Hungry Lions. These are the gentlemen who smacked P5 in the face. The most difficult rank on the compensation plan. These are the future chairmen. So when we bring them up, I want you to go completely crazy. I want you to completely bananas, because these people are the next generation of chairmen. So let's get this party started. Please welcome to the stage, from the Netherlands, Mr. Michiel. Mr. Elias! From Belgium, Mr. Janus! From the UK, Mr. Dan! And last but not least, from France, La France, Mr. Ilan! Don't get started. How you doing, Mr. Michiel? Cool face. I've known you by now for quite some time. I see you working. Close down the business. Okay. Guys, we're gonna get to Ilan in a second. We'll get to him in a second. Guys, we have 16 minutes left. I know you're excited. Okay, we're gonna get started anyway. So, Mr. Michiel, I know you for almost 2 years now. I've seen you work firsthand. We always talk what it is to create a safe space where people feel appreciated, where people feel also, how do you create a home where everybody feels welcome?
Thank you for that question. So first of all, I'm really grateful to be here. I'm really grateful for you, Jurgen, for your leadership, because without you, I wouldn't be here at all. So to give answer on that question, we have to understand first what is home to people, right? And what makes something home is the feeling of its loyalty, and that it's a safe environment for people to go back to every day. So we have to understand that we need to create that same feeling inside of our organizations, inside of our teams. So let's start with loyalty. And I want you guys to understand this. When people join for money, they will leave for money. But when people join for family, they will stay for family. Alright? Why is that? Why is that? Because people aren't loyal to money. You see it every day. People leave their jobs just to earn more money somewhere else. But people will never leave their family. They would literally die to protect it at all costs. So we need to create that family culture. That's first of all. The second part is that we need to create that safe environment. And when do people feel safe? Is when they feel accepted as who they are, when they feel respected, and when they know that the leaders will act out of the best interest of their people. We need to create a circle of safety. So I want to recommend a book. It's called Leaders Eat Last from Simon Sinek. He writes about it. So just to summarize it, create a family culture, create a circle of safety, and you'll see a family. And I want to show you how. So when I say for the, you say people. Are you with me? All right? For the people. For the people. For the people. Thank you guys. Thank you.
That was amazing. Mr. Elias, brother. People told me that you are a true company man. People told me that I am is your life. You even have a tattoo. Your tattooed your ID on your body. That's correct? That's amazing. Look, every single person in this room is looking for a breakthrough, okay? What do people need to get to a breakthrough? What would you say?
Okay, thank you first of all. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. But I think this is a very important question for every single person in this room. And I wanted to get straight into it because we don't have that much time left. And I think in order to have the breakthrough in your life, in order to have the breakthrough in your business, I think you just have to push through it through hard work. I think there is no such thing as balance or on the come up or stuff like that. I think that 98% of the problems that you have right now in your business could be solved through hard work, could be solved if you would just work harder. So I think you have just to learn how to keep the emotions outside of your business and just putting in the work even though you feel like putting the work in right now. But I have good news for you, and it is that every single person in this room already has that skill set. You already have the skill set of doing things that you want to do today. Just remember, how often did you go to work even though you want to go to work? How often did you go to school even though you want to go to school? I think you just have to give the business the same respect as you give it to a 9-to-5 job, as you give it to your school, as you give it to your gym, and you have just to be willing to pay the price. And yeah, I think that's in order to get the breakthrough.
Mr. Lawrence, I know you're pretty good as well. You have been in a 9-to-5 for almost 10 years. But still you were able to adopt the philosophy in our industry is very important. We always say, you got to be impatient with your actions and patient with your results, okay? How did you get to embody that philosophy so early on in your journey?
Yeah, thank you, Jürgen, for the amazing question. Love your family. You see, we live in a kind of microwave society where everybody wants quick results, right? But let's take a look at this. Like, you have two options. Like, option A is like the microwave food, right? You put it in the microwave for like 1.5 minutes, and then you can start eating it. And then the option B is your grandma's like stove pot that was on the stove for like 4 hours, which you prepared for like another 2 hours before that. Which one is the best? Who chooses option A? Who chooses option B? Exactly, right? So everybody wants the long-term results, but they want get rich quick or whatever you want, right? They want to get that short-term results. So in order for me to have the long-term patience, I always think like, right, which results do I want? And the thing is also as well is the consistent daily actions, they have to be massive, because I know for a fact that outside of this arena, everybody needs to hear what we do, and I know there's always one person more, like the one more from my left, one more people or one more person that needs exactly what we do, just like I did 2 years ago. So that is the reason why I put in those massive daily actions, but I also think long term, right? So last thing, guys, is who would like to go chairman one day? Right. So for me, for example, I say to myself, like, even if it took me like 8 or 9 years, and I'm not manifesting this, but let's just think that even it took me like 8 or 9 years, I would still be better off with that results than I would ever be at my current or my previous job. So that's the reason why I think long term, and that's exactly what everybody should do. Thank you.
Mr. Dan, You're the only one of the 5 up here who already has quite some experience in the industry. You're in the industry for 7 years now. You already built teams 4,000 strong, if I remember. And of course, you chose for this amazing family from my Mastering Academy. We all know building vision, a unified vision, is super important. How do you do it?
Yeah, thank you so much for having me on. I feel so grateful, and just I always remember that you're here because somebody else had the courage to dream, somebody else had the courage to have a vision and push through. And when I came to IM, it was challenging because I had to change my vision, right? I had to become a part of the vision, but more importantly, the vision had to become a part of me. And when the vision is a part of you, it's different because when you're speaking to people, you speak life into their life. You're speaking empowerment, enrichment, education. And when I started this company, you know, I had no idea what I was doing, but I just had a compelling vision. And I used to tell everybody, we started from zero all over again. And I would ring people and say, you know, we're about to build in the next 3 years, first phase, 5,000. We're going to educate 5,000 people. I'm just curious to know if you want to be one of them. Nobody asked me any information. They saw the vision and they ran. What I would say if you're brand new is, this is a big deal. This isn't a joke to me. And I would say be very careful taking big visions to small minds. Because if you're going to take a $1 billion company, a $1 billion vision, and go and tell somebody who has a $10 an hour mind, don't be surprised when they don't understand. You have to protect your vision, and you have to stay consistent, and you have to be here till the end, you know, never ever quit, be the last man standing. That's what I've always told myself, is I'll be the last man standing. And what I will say as well, after being here for a long time, people make strange decisions, you know, people make decisions above, below, and I've never followed people, I only ever follow my calling. You don't need to follow people just because somebody else is doing something else. I've always stayed the course, and I follow my vision, I follow, you know, what I'm called to do, and I don't focus on anybody else.
That was amazing. Mr. Ilan, the newest rock star from I Am French. Bro, I heard so many amazing things about you. You are on an amazing run, but we all know it's not about the heights, it's also about the lows, okay? Why are the lowdown, the downside so important in order to grow in this business?
Thank you for the question, thank you for all. To be honest, I'm a little bit stressed because it was first time on stage, my first time in English, but I'm going to answer for the question. When you're struggling, when you hit rock bottom, remember this. When you're struggling, rock bottom can be the best foundation on which to build and on which to grow. The best foundation. And so that, the last month, to be honest, I was P100, and that was my rock bottom, but I understand that wisdom comes to you in the analysis of source, a lot of failure, and I want to share my vision, I want to share this world because I know it is not easy, I know it's complicated to develop this vision, to develop this company, but if you want result, you have to make an important choice, decision, and understand that. Merci, thank you. Merci beaucoup. I want to finish with this word. When you combine knowledge and wisdom, you make an impact.
Amazing. Wow. So guys, we got 6 minutes left. We're gonna each of these rockstar a 1 minute question, all right? Michiel, the first is yours. We know quite a few things about building culture. And you guys have an awful lot of offices in the Netherlands. Please explain to the people.
Yes, of course, thank you for the question. As we discussed before, I talked about creating that family culture, right? And we use the tool to implement that culture into our organizations. And that tool that we use are offices, all right? Why offices? Because it gives us some abilities And one of those abilities are that we can connect on a daily basis with people because it's physical, right? And the second ability that it gives us, we can create strong unity. All the teams are working together, that's crazy, I think. The third ability that it gives us is that we create a positive environment where people can escape to from their negative environment at home, at work, or at school or something. And the fourth ability that it gives us, we can expose people to the chairman's vision multiple times a day.
Yes.
So to summarize this, officers are great tools to create that family culture.
Yes.
I think already, and that's it.
Amazing, amazing. Mr. Elias, brother, we all, every single one of us, we have been through tough times, okay? How do you stay inspired during those times?
Alright, I think this is a very important question because everyone goes through it. And for me personally, the most important thing is just to change your perspective. I think I have a different completely perspective when it comes to tough times because I see them as a part of my life. I completely accept them. I think that tough times are one of the most important things in life because that's the only reason why we can appreciate the good times.
Yes.
You can only enjoy good times because you know how it feels when everything goes bad, because you know how it feels in those tough times. And that's the reason why I think tough times are very, very, very important in your life. And I think life would be, how do I say it, completely boring if everything was just a straight line. I think life would be completely boring if there were no challenges. So I think you just have to change your perspective and then you will feel good.
Yes.
Yeah, wow, amazing. Mr. Jarits, I know you're a people person, you read people very easily, okay? What is the key to working with different people?
Thank you for the question. I think it's basically simple. It's communication. You should study communication. You know, there's all different kind of personalities. I see a room here and there's all kind of different personalities, but you should study it and also reflect on conversations you have. Like we learned from Jürgen, of course, and thank you for that. We had the bank callers, but personality types a lot around and you can really talk to people a specific way. But you know, there's actually one language everybody speaks, and that's the language I mainly speak. And that is the language of love. If you can get love into your community, your family, everybody wins each and every time. So speak in love, and of course, study those personality types. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Mr. Dan, you have quite some experience, okay? So my question for you is, how do you build a strong culture with longevity? Because longevity in our industry is super important.
Yeah, exactly. I think the most important thing about culture is that once it's built, it's very hard to change, which can be a good thing, also a bad thing. So culture is the consistent behaviors of your organization. So you need to ask yourself, do you want a culture of people who are drinking, distracted, or do you want a culture of people who are loving, giving, hard-working? You know, our team, every single Sunday, we run. We don't go to the pub, we don't joke around, we do this business, you know, properly. And I want to say something, leave the politics to your governments. You know, don't get involved in politics because, you know, if you're posting on your story and stuff, everything, you know, it will toxify the culture. So keep it pure, focus. The goal of your, as a leader, as I say, is to put out the fires before your team feel the heat. You need to be quick, put it out and move on and keep everything super positive. Keep everybody moving, and most importantly, lead by example. So that's what I would say.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And I want to congratulate Dan as well. Dan is 25 orders away from chairman.
Woo!
Yes, sir. Elon, first off, a lot of respect. You answered the first question in English, so a lot of respect for you. I know you're going to answer the last one in French, of course. So we all know making a committed decision is super, super important, okay? So, how can you explode your business by making one simple decision?
Je vais pouvoir répondre en français à cette question-là. J'ai décidé de répondre en anglais à la première pour montrer à tout le monde que c'est avec l'échec qu'on aura du résultat.
I've made my first decision to show to all the people how can I make results.
Je veux montrer à Zagreb et aux Français que c'est en échouant qu'on apprend et qu'on comprend.
I want to show to Zagreb and France that you have to believe in you.
J'ai pas peur que vous tous ici vous ayez du résultat et du succès,
I'm sure all you gonna have some results and success,
mais j'ai peur que vous ayez pas assez d'échecs.
but I'm just afraid that you will never fail.
Comprenez une chose, c'est qu'aujourd'hui, si vous voulez bâtir quelque chose de fort, et je dirais pas rapidement, mais de consistant,
Know something, if you want to build something solid,
vous devez comprendre qu'il y a une seule chose qui paiera, ce sera le travail et les échecs.
only one thing gonna pay is work and work ethic.
Le travail et les échecs sont une flèche qui finit toujours dans le mille.
Work and failures have to be on the same way.
C'est tout pour moi.
That is amazing, amazing. Before we get these rock stars on stage, please guys come front. If you want to take some pictures, please take some pictures. Guys, these are the next superstars in this company. These are the next Sherman celebration that we're going to see very, very soon. Show them some respect. Give them some noise before we get them on stage. Let's get it. Perfect, thank you.